So I'm going to show you guys right now how I clean my sand filtration system. It's 400 gallons. Basically the heart and lungs of this is a sand filtration system and the pre-filter there. Also with my biofilters there. Inside here I have my equipment for my valves to open up new water. I have my aerators in there, but for the most part it's really done with a sand filtration system, biofilters, and as well as a big pre-filter. So I took the skimmers out. Normally I let them in the sun. It starts to dry up all the stuff in there, shake it out. You can tell right here how much friendly bacteria I have in my biofilters. So it's thriving pretty good. I like it. That one's got the UV on it. And then these are this is my pre-filter. Don't really wanted to clean it today, even though you could see filth, and I'll explain to you how that runs. I really wanted to clean my 400 gallon sand filtration system. And granted, going back, it does have a UV, but this entire pond runs on one pump, which is very unique because I'm still pulling 25,000 gallons. So basically, this line right here, that's normally capped, is going out to my sewer line. This is my return to go back up to the top where those food dogs are, down to the waterfall spill. It's the only spill I have in this pond. Because this pre-filter is so big, the sand filter, I'm sorry, is so big, I need to turn off half of it and use this blower. And this is gonna blow up all the shit on half the side of this sand filtration system. So really it's going to push water up, and I want it to really stop at that line so it doesn't go back into the pond. And this right here has, you know, kind of probably large rocks, which probably start here, mid rocks, pea gravel, and then sand. And by the time the pond water is coming in here and goes through all thousands and thousands of pieces of sand and gravel and, you know, probably millions really, by the time it takes the return in here, the water's clean. But right now I'm going to clean it, half of it, turn the valve, turn the other half off, and that's going to clean it. I do that about once every 6 weeks. It's important to do it now because in Vegas we're towards the end of our summer, so we've been in the 105s, 108s, 103s, and now we're in the 95, 97s, which is a huge difference. So it's going to start to really cool off fairly fast, at least with numbers that are a big difference. 10 degrees at the height that we do in Vegas changes a lot. I'm going to finish probably my last 10 pounds of growth, and then I think I'm actually going to slow down with growth. I think we're going to wrap it up because I'm going to go into October by the end of next month or this month, and yeah, I'm going to really finish up all the growth that I have. I had a 30-pound bag and I'm probably a third of the way done with it. Some people always ask, why don't I use RDS for this size pond and, you know, back of showers. My stuff basically does the same thing. I don't do RDS because it's too much mechanical equipment. If things go wrong, things heat up. In Vegas, things sitting outside, it's very easy to have problems with a lot of things. Pool pumps, like anything that can sit outside in this kind of heat. So because there's no shelter here and it's all exposed, not even that, RDFs to me are a little overrated. You know, it's like people that were getting into the Nexuses and saying those are the next best thing, and those, whatever. There's some people have them, some people don't. There's more than one way to drive a luxury car, more than one brand. So basically my pre-filter right here is bringing water in from the pond right here. That's as fresh as it is. And then anything heavier than water is going to settle down, which you could see kind of shit right there. And the cleanest part is going to be at the top. And these are going to return about 2,000 each. So that's doing 8,000 gallons an hour alone, just that. Again, that's easy to clean. I can cap those off with those, take a broom and scoop the insides, and then the pump will pull all this out right here into my sewer. So I have 2 returns into my sewer. That one probably goes about there. This one goes same thing about there. See, and you can already see it's starting to become cleaner. So I'm gonna turn this valve and open this one and then blow the other half. And then that's blowing all of that side. You can tell it's not really blowing this because this thing's too big. So the blower can only do half at a time. And again, I'm just gonna wait till it gets up to just enough to that level where it's not gonna put any return into the pond. And it just goes straight down to the sewer line. This is really the only and I think right way that you should get rid of wastewater. Some people put it into their plants and greenery, and you know, some gardeners will say, oh, put it out to your mulch, or fuck, they just, I don't know, put it all over. But to me, it's disgusting. It's wastewater. It's shit water. If I'm gonna take a dump in a toilet, I want this to go to the same place. If my fish are gonna take a dump somewhere, then I'm gonna send it to the same place that I send it to. So if you're gonna do a pond the right way, you gotta have stuff going out to your sewer line. But again, that's just me. Some people don't do it the right way. Bottom drains, the rings around that are the air that I put on at night. And the reason I put it on at night is because I will lose less water because of evaporation. So my aerator stays on at night, and it actually calms, I think, the fish down too at night. Because I am on a golf course, and things that are flying over, they can't really, I don't feel like any birds of prey or any threat really. I've got 3 10-foot umbrellas right there that do a great job at covering, and the lot is from the way the sun goes, sets right over there east, so those get a lot of use really after pretty much noon, 1 o'clock. And all the fish look really good right now. Again, I think we're wrapping up our summer days here. I mean, at least I know, because 90s is not summer anymore in Vegas, and once we go down to high 90s, low 90s, high 80s, then it starts to change fast. We have a short fall. So it's important that it's better to end late or early with the growth than end late, just because I don't want to keep feeding them such a heavy protein pellet, and there starts to spike temperatures where it starts to get cold. So pretty much after 10 more pounds, which will be done fairly soon, I'll be having my guys ship from Inland Koi. Shout out to John and Peter. Probably more of a wheat germ based pellet. Sometimes I vacuum those areas. Those will collect debris. The top of the food dogs will collect debris. If I want to start filling up now, which I guess pretty much I can because I'm cleaning this pre-filter, then I just open this valve. Those are all my aerator lines. And that's shooting fresh water in, probably 1,000 gallons an hour. Nothing crazy. My biofilters are run off of airlift systems, so they're still running and it's not affecting anything when the water goes down. It's just airline. My skimmers are closed, and I don't think I'm going to clean this today. So right here, you can kind of see it's starting to clear up. I'll do it again. And you can just see how much waste is coming up from really the bottom of this. Now, if I open up this valve right here, I'm going to shoot water in and clean the inside. There's still a rack inside of here where the large rocks are sitting. So I could also clean this, which would be cleaning the bottom of it and taking away from the top, but I like blowing it all up and releasing it there. But those two connect are the same to the sewer line. This comes out of water this way, or you could have water come out this way. And then this valve will shoot water in to clean it up and kind of give it a nice little bath. Doesn't take very much. It's not a lot of work. Again, this is all based off of how much you're feeding. This is based off of how much you're feeding and how big a fish you have. I have a big fish load and I feed a lot. I have a lot of big fish. So for me, it's really important that I keep up with the few things that I have to. This pond doesn't ask for too much because of such a unique way it was built and designed. And I think I've done enough videos and posted where you don't, there's no errors in this. And I travel a lot. I could be gone for a week and these fish have no problems. Water evaporating, that's about it, but I have an autofill on it. So that's really what it takes. Not a lot of work, and the growth in these fish are great. And again, I'm only running off of one pump. Actually, I'm sorry, 2 pumps. I have a pump down here that's gonna take pond water here out into the sewer and clean the inside. So if I want to clean this, I just take a brush and brush it around, and it'll start to suck it all down. So see, you see it. That's pretty much how you clean a pre-filter. 400 gallons, easiest way you can. I'm sorry, sand filter.